Welcome, buongiorno or buonasera, wherever you might be today. We welcome you for Oliabo Tuesday, December 16th call, which is fun. I love that image, Gord. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I like that. I love it. Gord's just switching it up.
It's up north from Milan, probably, right? Probably. I don't know. I don't
Up in the Dolomites somewhere.
We'll give you. So.
But welcome, everyone. We're grateful that you're here. Remember that we changed this time from the nighttime till 2 o'clock. So thanks for being here. And if anyone wants to share, you're welcome to say hello. We encourage you to say hello. However, if you're wanting to keep your names confidential, which we respect, you might be checking us out, which would be cool. You're welcome. We appreciate you being here if you're checking us out. And if so, Janine, hello to everyone. And Derek, hello from everyone. If you want to put it in there there we go. Michelle, Mimo, hello. And Sandy, this is great. If you want to keep it confidential, just send your message to the host and the panelist, and we'll do that, which is really cool. Adam, well, hey, Adam, welcome. Hey, there's Adam. Look at that good-looking guy. There, Darwin, Brent, welcome. Yuri, welcome. Paul and Marlene, welcome from Belgium. Oh, bonjour, bonjour. Or I can't remember if you're speaking French or. Hey, hello, Patricia from Tucson. You're going to be sharing with us today, which we're stoked. And Big Mike. That's a great name, Big Mike from Minnesota. Welcome, everyone. Sally from North Carolina. Okay, grateful that you're here. And look at that, from Treviso. That's our cousin. That's Ricardo. Welcome. And we're grateful you're all here. It is the final call, right, guys? When is the final call for the year?
Yes, sir.
The final call before Christmas.
Before Christmas. I think we'll probably have one the following between Christmas and New Year. But we're grateful that you joined us today. We've got lots to talk about. We're excited to dive into everything. Lots of great things happening. We've now had that's 2 check runs.
Yeah, 2 weeklies and the monthly's going out very, very soon.
Yes. This is a fun time, real fun time. I hope you're all just it's that whisper to a scream we've talked about. If you're not familiar with this song, it's a very good song from the 80s. And may I remind you, 1984. Just Google 1984 music, and I'm telling you, especially if you're a child from the 80s, as I am, it is, in my opinion, the greatest year for music. It included Wham's Last Christmas. I'm telling you, Last Christmas. And there's a documentary out there for any of you 80s fans, Wham fans, on Netflix about that. It's really actually quite fascinating, and how George Michael wanted to be #1 hit and the whole bit. But anyways. But whisper to a scream, what I'm getting to, there's a lot of whispering going on right now. And there's this song by Icicle Works called Whisper to a Scream. There's whispering, it's building to a scream, and 2026 is going to be a screaming year. That's the prediction. It's going to be screaming. So with that, Gordon, I'm going to turn it over to my big brother.
You bet.
There he is. Look at that handsome man. Look at that handsome man.
I had to put festive in there. Full disclosure, I'm a little under the weather, not contagious. I slept none. Because when they were little, they were like, Dad, I slept none hours or whatever. So none. Yeah. Hey, happy holidays, everyone. We'll put a little, I think I went a little nuts with the holly and you'll see a lot in this presentation. I put a little Easter eggs in this, by the way. That's beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah, holly. Not olives. Yeah, exactly. Do not eat those. Okay, I think it's a little funny that the fake signature on my fake passport is my actual grandfather's signature from his immigration documents. Fatima. Okay. Did somebody say my cousins on the line? Yeah. Hey, ciao. Grazie. Okay. This is a way that we could just kind of kick off this first announcement. It's a little bit fun. Joe was talking about building something from a whisper to a scream, and something goes from an idea that started kind of a combination of this room right here and on the other side of the other continent with relatives in Italy. And and this is kind of a neat thing that happened right here. And suddenly we have, by the way, the world is amazing now. Like back in the day, it probably would have taken an army of illustrators at Disney to do this, right? But here's our big announcement. It's gonna need it. The tins are in. Tins are in. Little cutaway there to Tom. Tom happened to be in the office the day the tins came in, and I think that's a little ironic because you were there at the last company, I think, when product came in, and so I was like over there. Tom and I were the only ones in the office for a little bit. We were like doing like a really happy dance, and I think we hugged and pillow fight, braided each other's hair. So then, by the way, that photo too is real. Like there's nothing photoshopped about either one of these photos. I think it's kind of neat. Those are our products. They look very festive this time of year. Red, white, and green.
Even better in person.
Exactly. Good job, Italy. Thank you for coinciding red, white, and green in your national colors with Christmas. And anyway, a beautiful way to package nutritional support. Katia will probably tell. I said presentiamo. So Katia, hopefully that's not like restricted to humans. Like I think it's ti presento for humans, but presentiamo, a beautiful way to package nutritional support. The announcement is all orders. By the way, somebody will verify this if I say something wrong.
Yeah.
All orders are going to be tins, right? As of now.
As of today. Yeah. We started shipping tins.
That's okay.
And with that in mind, some of you may be wondering who initiated your first orders a few days ago, a month ago. We held the initial renewals on Prima and reorders until tomorrow because we knew that tins were coming, and so all the renewals will start happening tomorrow for those first renewals. For the 13th through the 17th will hit tomorrow because we wanted to make sure we could get the tins out to you.
Exactly.
And the great news for you leaders is you should see your volume looking amazing 24 hours from now.
Yep. The other thing to note is that there's been an update in your back office so you can better manage your subscriptions, adjusting the products that are in there, adding new products, increasing the quantities, adjusting those things, as well as making some different changes as far as your next reorder date, things like that. So please spread the word and let people know that before the first renewal run happens tomorrow morning, so in the next, today and early tomorrow, please make any adjustments in your subscriptions that you like so that before those renewals hit, or anybody that first ordered on the 13th through the 17th, those will hit tomorrow. So please make any adjustments, reach out to us. And then other renewals, 18th, 19th, 20th, those will just happen based upon when you initiated your subscription. But you can see that information in your back office on your subscription management.
Excellent. Yes. Thank you, Curtis. And by the way, thank you everybody in this office for making this colossal event happen. Oh my gosh, it's stressful people. We were China about 2 weeks ago. Still are. So this is our flagship product. For those who are new that are joining this call, I don't know if you caught the memo, but we're talking about olives. There's a lot of discussion about olives. We had a little discussion about holly, but that was not normal. This is our flagship product, and there isn't one on the table, but it comes in a tin. Inside are little nutritional packets that are. You didn't have to. Oh, okay, Adam's gone. No, you don't have to do that. No, Adam, no, bro, you don't have to do that. Thank you, Adam. So this is our flagship product. It harnesses the power of the botanical olive. The olive has a fruit. And then there's leaves, and we have proprietary info. Thank you, Adam. You look so fine, don't you agree to that? A handsome man with his beard. Okay. Oh, the Minerva seal is keeping me from. This is a good thing, though, right? Like fingernail. Thanks. I don't have any.
Special part about this is the Minerva seal of approval. So if you're watching this for the first time, which is wonderful, welcome once again. Oliabo, first of all, stands for two words, olia, which is oil in Italian, and botanica, which is botanical in Italian. So Oliabo. This is a group right here that created this brand name. It is our trademark. It's fantastic. Olia. Of course, Gordon mentioned we're talking about extra virgin olive oil here, and the olive tree derived products. Okay. And so if you're thinking, what is the OG essential oil? It would be this one, everyone. It would be this olive oil. When you think back to the beginning of time, this is a botanical that has been available that people have used since the beginning of time. Tried, true, tested. It's been used not just nutritionally for nutritional support, also for skin, which is your number one largest organ in the body. We will hear from that in just a moment through Ashley. She'll be talking about that in just a minute. So we've got all these different ways to be able to bring olive tree derived products to the market. Did you get that open? You might want to show that right now.
Oh, the slide?
Open. And the Minerva
Yes, right.
To really get a good view, you probably want to stop showing, otherwise it'll be tiny.
Yeah.
I can pin it. Yeah, the Minerva seal is this beautiful thing that Gordon suggests. Well, there you go. It's got
Like a joke.
this little seal just says, hey,
There you go. Get up there close.
it's really kind of cool. Oh, isn't that is dead sexy. That is dead sexy. And you open it up like this, and then you've got the beautiful Oliabo brand on it. Guys, this is coming this week. It's coming. Good.
And Joe, we're gonna go back to the screen share so we can see the end, but it's the image that we show every week where we talk about our. There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
We talk about the actual flagship product. Inside is a packet, our packet, 30 packets right there. 2 of them are HP Evo. For those of you who are new, high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, high in all kinds of polyphenols and phytonutrients. This one, we put a lot of focus on oleocanthal. If you don't know what that word is, Google it.
It'll kind of blow your mind, actually. If
Yeah.
you Google this and you try to dive into this, you'll realize, oh my gosh, you got to shout it from the rooftops. This is pretty amazing.
It is. And so I'm going to go back to our regularly scheduled slide deck right here. Yes, folks, there's all kinds of information on the line at oliabo.com, on the social media handles, etc., etc. We have another beautiful holiday surprise. We didn't have anything to do with this. This was brought to us by governments. That's not something you hear very often. You get a surprise from any government, right? But it's kind of not a government, but it is UNESCO. This is crazy. This was all the news last week, and my cousin Katya told me in the moment that it happened. Italian, if you know anything about UNESCO, it is the group that they preserve things that are culturally significant. Like, hey, you know what? This beautiful building, this Acropolis, let's not tear it down and build a Walmart. It's like important, so that's kind of what they do. But they actually, on December 16th, Italian cuisine achieved a significant milestone, becoming the very first entire gastronomic style to be recognized by UNESCO. In other words, this is so important that it's worth protecting. And it just happened to coincide with the week that our extra virgin olive oil from Italy hit the market. Dun, da, da, da. Sometimes it's good to be good, and then it also helps if you're like lucky too. And that one was luck, right? I don't believe in luck, can't duplicate it, but I'll take it. And thank you, UNESCO, for actually putting a focus on our flagship botanical. This is a funny one. Okay, I kid because I love, not really. This was like a lot of feedback. But I got my Oliabo Evo yesterday, and it didn't make me cough. Dash Oliabo customer, I believe from Canada. So I'm just gonna say a quick word about our culinary Evo. I think the big word we want to focus in here is culinary. So here's my little slide. Confidence is knowing when precision helps and when it's overkill. If we still have extra strong, ultra peppery, bitter HP Evo to use in the kitchen, it doesn't help our olive oil cred. That actually ain't going to help anybody in America get closer to 14 liters a year. It's not that the stuff that we use in our Prima and the stuff that we use in our specialist stuff in our Flex. Woo, doggy. Woo.
Don't drink that.
No, it's super bitter. So when you get into it, and I'm just not, this is where I think that begs to unpack just for a second. But a good extra virgin olive oil, the culinary kind. Okay, I can speak about the region of Tuscany because it's where I lived in the summers. They generally, most of the states have 3 different trees that they grow. This is where I'm going to nerd out for everybody so you know that we actually know what we're doing, right? So in Tuscany, there's usually 3 different varieties of trees, and 3 of them are from Tayo, and then there's one called Morlino, and then there's another one called Vicino. One is super bitter, okay? That's the Morlino. And then there is from Tayo, that's the one that is very famous for Tuscany. And then they use Licino, and it's smooth, buttery, soft. If you just went straight for the bitter, peppery, like how we do with some of our products to bump it up, it's not at home in the kitchen. So it was like, okay, my analogy is like a couple of years ago when like suddenly like hipsters took over the beer market and everything was like, the more I'm like, juice. That IPA that you're drinking should have a Surgeon General's warning, okay? It pairs well with anger and hate crimes. I'm like a little bit like, sometimes you take things too far. This is just my opinion. Okay, so that is our extra virgin olive oil, and there's a reason we put a certificate of authenticity on it. One is that you know that it is actually an Italian product, because one of the things that UNESCO talked about in their ranking of Italy's importance is the fact that there are a lot of fake things that happen in the world of culinary, in the world of nutrition. And a lot of those fakes are things that originate in Italy. I don't know that you get fake, certain brands of fake purses, but the ones made in Italy, there's fakes everywhere because, yeah, they get a premium. Same with the food industry. Parmigiano Reggiano. Or like a balsamic vinaigrette. So that is that. Okay, I'm off the soapbox for that one right there. Ashley, this is your slide because we have big announcements today. Sorry, I just skip around.
No, we do have big announcements. We have a lot actually. First it started with the tins, and now we've moved on to Flex.
Do you want to use the screen or do you want to use?
It's great. It shows everything. So what I have is Flex, and we're starting to open pre-orders, let's say Thursday. What I would do is jump on the call that we have on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, and we'll let you know when we're opening for pre-orders. These should also ship by the end of the year. We're working really hard to get this perfected for you guys so it works the best and in your hands before the end of the year. So shipped before the end of the year. I don't want to go too far on this. But yes, we have it. It's getting ready. We're so excited. I know you guys have been waiting so long for this. So
And for those who are new on the call,
yes.
talk about what this is, because they might be looking at it going, okay, great. Oh, by the way, since the beginning of time has been excellent for transdermal benefits. Incredible. But this little special.
So you heard Gordon talking about the different kinds of olive oils. So this is one of the olive oils that's in this you do not want to drink. It is so peppery, it will burn your throat, your nose. Like, okay, you guys, this new batch came in, we've got to try it. It's pretty brutal. So what this is
Great for topical.
Yeah. So you don't have to drink this, but putting it on your skin is it works so beautifully. So what it's high in is this polyphenol called oleocanthal, which has been shown to present itself in your neural pathways the same way as ibuprofen does. So there's a lot of research done on this. So if you look up oleocanthal, you're going to find amazing benefits. We've also put a few different ingredients in here, namely squalane, which mimics your own natural body oils. So it's able to absorb a little bit deeper and better. So once you have different sore muscles, you can rub it on. And man, I want everyone to feel this. I know Joe uses it every day. I use it every day. Yeah, it's really exciting.
We've had a lot of great test results. You know, we had some smaller batches early on that Ashley had created. Ashley developed this herself personally with her background in organic skincare. certification that you have. I always forget.
It's a
But
lot.
yeah, no, but literally, you created this formula, and it's incredible. And we've had a chance to send out various samples to a variety of people, and it's had incredible reviews and great testimonials already. So we're all very excited to get this out there.
Yes, so make sure you guys check in on Thursday at 2 p.m. We're gonna post up on our social media too to let you know when pre-orders come in. So just pre-orders right now, and then we'll ship as soon as possible.
And I'm gonna give you my testimonial. It continues on. Now, you guys have heard it, but there's gonna be new people on the call. I guarantee there's new people on the call. So I'll just share everyone, the way you would use this would be on sore muscles, joints and sore muscles. And I happen to have a whole hell of a lot of that going on. So with all the different injuries that I've had over the years. And so my ankle particularly is a pretty rough place that I broke like 17 plus years ago. And I put it on every day. And I told Ashley months ago when you started this development 5 months ago or so, I'm giving this a fighting chance. I'm going completely cold turkey off of ibuprofen and I'm running almost every day. And I thought I don't generally run every day, but I also tore my meniscus on my leg, so I'm that's a little easier than biking. And I'm going to start introducing biking again. And I'm telling you, this stuff has been a real blessing in my life. And I'm using it on my ankle, as she indicated, and my knee every day, and other sore muscles. You know, you get a little sore muscle from a weight workout or whatever. And you said you put it on your
So
neck?
when I get headaches, and if you guys get tension headaches or anything like that, and you notice your neck kind of is sore, the other day I was like, oh man, my neck's sore. Oh no, what am I gonna do? A couple hours later, I was like, oh, why am I not putting this on? I put it on, and within 10 minutes, I just kind of forgot that it hurt and just went about my day, and went back an hour later. I was like, oh my gosh, it didn't show up again. Like the sore neck didn't reappear. So, I mean,
We're probably the source of the pain in the neck.
There's those really pains in the neck. Just to work with all these guys.
Oh my gosh, God bless you. Seriously, there should be an award for this.
That's right.
Yeah. No, okay, so Ashley's going to give you the update on the mechanics of Flex on Thursday.
yep.
And by the way, Ashley I've been on top of this. We had, in full disclosure, some labels that did not meet our expectation. They weren't what we
Redone. It's okay.
Yes, we have to remind it. Yes, so we want everything to be exceptionally good.
They did
Again,
not get the seal of approval.
they did not get them.
Yeah.
Minerva kicked those labels to the curb, right? She was very angry that day too. So anyway, Flex, there we have, go ahead and Flex. That's our a little statement for that one. Oh my goodness, look at Kent. Kent Wood with the commission's update, and it's snowing. And probably you experienced a lot of that in Weiser, Idaho, growing up. Does it snow?
We did. We were too busy to ski on it. We have had,
Yeah, I just want to throw this in here. It has nothing to do with what Kent's going to talk about. But Kent is from Weiser, Idaho. This is like a small city. I happen to have someone in my neighborhood from Weiser. It's like the craziest thing. Actually, two people. Anyways, just throwing that out there.
Notice Kent's passport does say,
Because it's Weiser, you know, like, hey.
it says Kent was a lactose logistics expert. That's Kent speak for he worked at a dairy farm.
a farmer.
Yes, dairy farmer.
So Joe, the moral to the story is for people to be happy, they leave Weiser and track down the Mortons. Wherever the Mortons are.
That's great.
But we are thrilled to have continued progress with our commission runs. We've done the 2 different weekly payouts. During this meeting, I've actually sent out an adjustment to 13 people. We have continued going through an audit process, and the system is learning each of these unique orders, especially because as a pioneer in launching a perma-sprint product, the system is making sure that it's understanding how that EVOO, high phenolic EVOO is going to be processed from a commission standpoint. And so there have been multiple updates We're confident that going forward, you're going to see those commission runs every Friday. And then in the next day or two, we will be sending out them monthly for November. I can assure you that this process, the good news about being a startup is that we can audit every single transaction. The good news about being a startup is you can build your teams and have confidence that as we hit January, we can grow as fast as you and your teams can throw fuel on the fire.
Excellent.
And speaking of Premio paying commissions, join us the same time on Thursday for a full overview of the comp plan.
And possibly Ashley showing up,
Yeah.
talking about flags.
When things will be available to purchase.
Excellent. Okay, sorry, we had some slides from last week that just crept in. That's what happens to robots.
Well, and it was probably intentional, wanting to make sure that if you have qualified for a commission but have not accepted your invite from PayQuicker in your email, check your junk folder if you need to. It's that email that actually gives you access to the funds that we are trying to pay you.
And on that note as well, in your back office, it was updated this morning with some different changes. If you go to your wallet, from your wallet page in your back office right now, there's a new little tab there that says Pay Quicker. From there, you can click a button that will take you to log into Pay Quicker, or on that Pay Quicker login, there's a little button that says Resend Invitation. So you can have the invitation resent to you for your Pay Quicker account. Typically, we only send out Pay Quicker invitations to people who have earned a commission, but that's a way that you can go and get access as well. And of course, if you think that if you have questions about commissions or anything else, you can always reach out to us and know that we'll take care of you.
And will you be diving into deeper into that?
Absolutely. We'll on the Thursday call, we'll dig deeper into all this. We'll do more demos of the back office, some of these updates that have come out today and will be coming out in coming
You don't want to miss that. I mean, these guys are they do a great job walking through all that. That's so important. And we have had people ask the question, is this the main way we're paying commissions? And it is, isn't it?
Yes, this is the only way we're paying commissions for this point in time. We are putting our efforts, our time, our resources into all of the other elements of the business. We have negotiated very favorable rates with PayQuicker. And so it allows us to make sure that this is most efficient for you, most efficient for us. A year from now, we may be able to step in and look at alternatives.
Well, one of the great things is that Pay Quicker allows you to do whatever you want with the funds. You can push it to your bank account in an ACH from your Pay Quicker account to your bank account, or you can put it onto a card that you can get from Pay Quicker that will work like a bank card. So you have multiple options. Pay Quicker allows you to then do what works best for you and for your business.
It's scalable, right?
Yep.
The bank-to-bank transfer is limited to the U.S. right now. International markets will be coming on board. They have to go through a bank approval process, market by market. But it gives us the functionality of a company that's been around for years as opposed to 2 weeks.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, Adam Blake.
Yes. Ready for me?
Yes, I don't, this is your slide, just in case
Yeah,
you didn't know
no.
what it was. Right there, that one.
Oh,
You got
okay.
that one? Or no?
Yeah, we can do that one.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I've got these updates I'm going to be going through. Excellent.
Do you want your picture first and then we can go to the pen?
Sure. So I'm going to go through some updates with you guys real quick before we go to the next slide that you guys just saw. So a couple of updates on shipping. So all of our back orders or orders that were pending shipping, waiting for stock to arrive of the extra virgin olive oil are now shipped. So we've got everything out for any pending orders of olive oil. So those have all been shipped. Look for the little tracking truck in the back office, and that'll be able to track your packages for your shipment if it was just the extra virgin olive oil. That's my next point I want to hit. If you placed your order and it has a Prima and an extra virgin olive oil, the tracking in your back office is going to be for the Prima that was sent out weeks ago. If you're looking for the tracking information for your extra virgin olive oil, just reach out to support. We can get you that tracking information. This won't be the process moving forward because it's not a normal process that we would be splitting shipments like we did, but we wanted to make sure we got the Prima in your hands as fast as possible. So with that said, too, we heard from the manufacturer. One quick update. I'm going to get closer to the camera.
Well, let me take it off share then. Do you want me to do that?
Sure. Or, I mean, I don't know that it will matter too much. Okay. So on the can, we heard from the manufacturer that these spouts, when you pull up like that, you see it popped the top up. Once this is up, just leave that up. So now you just screw the top back on. Reason being, what they found is that people were pushing this back down, pulling it up, pushing it down, pulling it up, and that will start to wear out. And you might see that that tends to start to leak if you're doing that. So we encourage you, once you pop the top, lift it up once, twist off the top, and then leave it up.
It's funny. These are the things that, like, the mistakes I would make, like in the last several years in Tuscany, and they just go. My cousin's like, "Matai." Okay, I know she's saying that, but anyway, no, very important. Donna, thank you, by the way, for your input on that subject too. Okay, back to Sharon. Share. Okay, good. What happened to her?
So a couple down from there.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, so we've been working on some recognition pieces. By we, I mean Ben and Gordon have really dived into this head first and been putting together some graphic designs that we're going to be pushing out here in the near future. So there's going to be many different aspects that are coming with this. So these are the pins. So these are pins that you would be able to put on your lapel. You could, a lot of women like to put pins on bags, things like that. But these are the pins specifically. But a couple of other rank and recognition pieces that we're looking into are Facebook badges or banners, if you will. So once you hit some of these ranks, we're going to create a Excel sheet. We're going to be sending it out to everybody and say, it's going to be a questionnaire that says, would you rather get pins or such and such? I'm not going to say what that other one is yet because I have an idea of it, but I want to look into it before I give you guys the details. But in other words, there's going to be a couple options. So if pins aren't your thing and maybe something else is, like a piece of jewelry, maybe that is something that's going to fit better for you. And so those are some of the options that we're looking into. So we'll collect that data from you so that each time you hit one of these ranks, we already know what to send. So there'll be some rank certificates we'll put together as well. But in addition to that, like I said, we'll put together a picture of you. So we'll have you send in a picture that you would like used for your recognition specifically. And we'll send you back the banner or the Facebook frame that you can then post on your social media. So it'll be a really cool aspect for your recognition.
Beautiful. By the way, there was a Donna. I mean, I just said your name twice today, 3 times on this call. Donna said, like, asked about the size for women. This will be the size of a manhole cover. It will be very large. We want it to be like Flavor Flav. Yeah. No, that's a reference that will be lost. No, they will be appropriately sized for the lapel or for your blouse. Yeah, I think they're kind of smooth.
Beautiful, Gordon.
I think they're smooth. And okay, by the way, propers to Ben out there. And now what you just said makes a little more sense of why that one image came with the little piece.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the jewelry.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Sorry, Ben. I didn't put it in the slide deck. Anyway, okay, I thought this was a good moment when Curtis was like, I'd wear those pins. And Ashley's like, I'd wear those pins. I'm like, we're going to get a corporate version, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not for Ben, though.
Only if we work for it, though. We got to achieve some internal corporate ranks.
I look forward, guys, to the moments when we have meetings, and they will be happening, right? Because of the community that we're forming at Oliabo. We're going to have meetings, and we'll be presenting these. So hit these levels, hit Kappa, hit. Let's get some Ventis going. We go and do corporate meetings. When we come and join you for meetings, we'd love to be able to bring these pins and be able to recognize you in front of your teams, in front of everyone. And by the way, if anyone's got questions, this is not a call, right, Curtis? Where we're doing like live questions. So
We're asking questions here. We're asking questions here, and
send them to the chat, and
The Q&A
we'll have
section,
The
yeah.
Q&A section, and we'll, not the chat, but the Q&A section, and we'll get those questions answered.
It's the one thing about the robotics I kind of enjoy, right? Because we can multitask. And because the second we started the call, somebody put their hand up, and I was like, usually I'm used to saying, save your questions till the end of the presentation. But apparently we can do it in real time. So, okay. By the way, if you didn't notice tonight, we have some updates. That's funny. That slide is way out of order. Giuseppe, mio fratellino. You want to take this one?
Yes, I'd love to. This is such a fun time. We've only had products in people's hands for 2.5 weeks or so that people have been getting the product, and testimonials are coming, personal experiences are coming, and they're coming in quite a lot, and it's really quite exciting. I do want to start this, and this is something that we'll do going forward. Have a little bit of a disclaimer going forward as we go into our personal experiences, and it's something that's pretty standard in the industry. You'll see that anytime someone's sharing a personal experience. But this is our little disclaimer that we're going to put out there, and then we'll jump into some personal experiences. The testimonials shared during this presentation reflect the personal experiences and opinions of the individual speaking. These experiences are unique to them and are not intended to represent or guarantee that anyone else will achieve the same or similar results. Individual results will vary based on the number of factors, including personal habits and circumstances. That's it. We're going into this. Well, there's a little bit more. We're not diagnosing, and we're not treating and curing. So let's jump into some stories here. Mimo, we got you out here. If we can unmute Mimo, or Mimo unmute. There she is. Look at Aloha.
Aloha.
Mimo Pearl from Hawaii. How are you, good friend?
I'm great. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for inviting me to share my experience here. Do you want me to start,
Thanks.
or are you still talking?
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Yes, please. Mimo. By the way, Mimo is a very close. I'm just honored that you're part of this. I'm honored that you're consuming Prima and being a part of Oliabo. Incredible dear friend of ours that we've known for many years. Was very close with our parents as well. So, Mimo, share, please.
Okay. When I first got it, I immediately let Joe and Curtis know my experience, and it goes like this. Like, I got my Prima on Friday, and by Monday, I kind of noticed that I'm not hungry. I'm not finishing my meals, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I heard this share on Tuesday, one of our people in Zango, Oliabo Nation, shared that she was experiencing a curbed appetite, and I'm like, hey, that's me too. And and it's been the same ever since. I've been on it for 2 weeks now, and I'm just, my meals are, I'm not finishing them, and I'm not even hungry at dinner, and I don't want to cook. So yeah, that's been my experience so far. And I can't get on a scale to see if I've released any weight because, physical limitations. But, I do notice my jewelry, my ring spins. The camera's off backwards on here, but my ring spins around easily. It just goes, and then my clothes are fitting looser. Is that a word? But anyways, and I even cook with the Oliabo. I just started, and it's amazing. My eggs don't stick to the pan, and my food tastes better. And I put a tablespoon in my coffee this morning, and I could taste the oil. And there is a cough. It's delayed though. It comes like a couple minutes later. But I'm loving my experience with the oil, and nobody has talked about elimination, the benefits. Papa G always talked about that. Do you remember the story he would tell around a choo-choo train going around a tree? And I would have to ask him, what are you talking about? And yeah. And he explained how important that is. And it is, to that part of our body really needs to, and it has really improved. And some of the people that I have have shared the same experience, and even they don't even know they had a problem in that area till they took Oliabo, and they're amazed, and they're having great experiences with that. I'm complete. Thank you.
Best. Mahalo.
Yeah.
Mahalo, Mimo. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We had an aside on Sunday. We were talking about soil, volcanic rich soil, which Mimo is partnership Native Hawaiian, and we were talking about the quality of soil and how that goes into botanicals. And And she's a storehouse of information. We were talking about taro and pineapple and oh my gosh, Nemo. So mahalo, sister. Thank you so much.
Mahalo.
Well, by the way, Nevo, if you're wondering, like, what's this choo-choo train thing that she's talking about? Our dad, I don't know if, remember from the beginning of time, my life on Earth, he's always talked about 3 trains. If a train goes into the tunnel, just imagine this, which a train goes in tunnel, it has to come out in order for another train to come through. Elimination. There you go. That's just that's what Nemo's talking about.
Let your imagination run wild.
Take it. So thank you, Nemo. But that's a very important part of our health and wellness journey, all of us. Very, very important to make
So
our
if you're
toxins.
eating multiple times a day, it's multiple trains a day.
3 trains in, 3 trains out. That's what our dad used to always say. So thank you. Mahalo, Nemo.
Love you guys. Thank you for everything
you,
that you do.
Maka.
Melikimaka, see, yeah, exactly.
Nelikalikimaka to all of you as well.
Melikimaka, yeah. With
Thanks, Nemo. Ciao, ciao. Okay, so Liddy, we've got Liddy on here. Hey, Liddy, how are you?
Well, I am blessed and highly favored, just like you. And I just want you to know that, first of all, I'm hoping I can get through this because it's so profound. I'm 100% in. So let me just say this. I've never experienced a product in 42 years of being a practitioner in the wellness world that produces results in 3 minutes, in 3 days, and 7 days, to the degree that I have eyewitnessed. Wow. I just didn't really think this was going to be like this for me. So I'm going to say I appreciate your authenticity. I appreciate you following your forefathers' footsteps. My parents are from the Netherlands. We read the prevention magazine at the dinner table. We would go to school and tell the teachers about pycnogenol, and they would say, "What are you talking about?" So we were that family, and they said, "Come back and talk to us tomorrow." And we would say,
those
"You have to
emotions, by the
eat
way.
grape
Thank you.
seeds."
Yeah.
And now we eat grapes without seeds, right? And so this whole thing, what you guys are talking about, has been like building to the point of how soon can we get this product in the people? And so I care for my 98-year young father. 3 months ago, and my father walked a half a mile twice a day. He's a horseback rider. He's a farmer. He's very strong. He's strong-willed. He came to the United States, and he plays the harmonica, but everything stopped. His speech, his walking, his talking. I am now caring for a man, changing him, feeding him, asking for a response, and nobody's home. And I keep thinking, how soon can we get this product? Because I understand it from a nutritional standpoint. You can lose a body part, you can lose a body function, but if you lose your brain, you lose it all. And that's all I'm going to say. If we could help people, and I mean from children to adults, get that brain set back, because what's going on the inside shows up on the outside. If you're angry on the inside because you're locked up, blocked up, you're angry on the outside, and you're actually waymakers, miracle workers, promise keepers, light in the darkness. That's what we're talking about. And that's what I witnessed. I am watching my father start to blossom. He got it on December 2nd, took the product Primo, 1 package at 5 p.m. He slept till noon on Wednesday. My father gets up and he says, "Good morning." We're like, "Oof, he just greeted us." Okay, well, kind of had a sleepy day. And by day 2, he ate by himself. Day 3, he spoke in sentences. Day 4, he decides to stand up with some assistance. Day 6, he stood up unassisted twice, and I walked him with assistance across the floor. Day 7, we run out. I panic. I'm like, I've ordered product. I'm seeing that it's kind of in the system, and I'm realizing that I'm about to go back into what I just left. So I called Hernan, and Hernan says, let me call Adam. And I said, oh, I'm praying. Because if this doesn't get here, we're going on a slippery slope. Well, it came yesterday, and we didn't have it for 6 days. I experienced some of the things that I just told you about that he wasn't doing. And this in Adam, thank you. The home team hustled that product to us. And he took a package, and an hour and a half later, he sat up on the couch, straight as can be, both feet on the floor, and said, can I go for a walk? I'm like, you can go for a walk. And this is what's happening. He's smiling. He's communicating. It's like we are not in the same panic as we were, and he's eating. He has his independence back. So I'm going to say this product is producing from codependence to independence. Now, I have a husband that's been an aircraft mechanic, diesel mechanic, and greasy, oily, cleaning parts, chemicals all his life. Worked for Lockheed Martin, has retired, but he has had night sweats for years. And the night sweats are brown sweat. He snores. Get ready. It's turned into a lot of health issues with colon issues. And 8 months ago, I said, honey, we're going backwards again on your health. You have skin tags in your neck. And he said, like, okay. I said, no, I'm worried, because that on the outside means that something on the inside is going south on us. And I said, it's a direct connect to the colon, polyps in the colon. I work with med tech people and so on. And as a result of that, he said, oh. So he's taken the product 7 days. He no longer has, on the 3rd day, no night sweats, no snoring. And on the 7th day, that was the end of the supply. 2 days later, in the morning, 6 skin tags fell off his neck. And he told me that in the evening. And I said, honey, that means that your colon is on the right path. That train you talked about, that whole conversation about like what goes on, is the enemy is in the camp. And I believe right now what's happening is that this is going to be a game changer.
Wow. Wow. Lady.
Thank you. Thank you, home team. And our grandson, who was 4 years old, said to me, Nana, me first, then you first. And I've always marveled at a 4-year-old saying this to me. And he said, me first. I said, yes, you were going to be a leader. And I said, that thought came to me when I was thinking about presenting today, because of the fact our children teach us, right? But you've put together an amazing home team. For me first, you chose to be a leader, to march into an arena that is going to be, I'm going to say, paving a new way into unconventional wisdom. I'm in.
Liddy.
Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you for sharing. We send our love. We love you all. Thank you. And yes, there's a lot of hearts going up for good reason. Wow. And it's hard to follow that, Liddy. Thank you for sharing. We
Yeah,
love you.
yeah. Well, thank you for raising the bar. New standard. Yeah, that's it.
God
And
God bless you and your
Ashley,
family.
I would just have somebody called me this morning and she says, Liddy, I've been praying. And she said, and I was told to call you. She said, I'm looking for a company that is a natural skincare. And she said, I think you probably know some of those solutions and those answers. And I said, you're not going to believe it, Ann. He said, I'm ready. So we're ready. Thank you.
I love to hear that. This was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, wow. Liddy, thank you so much. God bless you and your family.
Feel it.
You gotta fall.
Okay.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks,
You're the
Liddy.
bomb.
We appreciate you.
Wow. Well, Patricia, welcome. We're going to welcome Patricia de Guzman from Arizona. Patricia, are you there, my good friend?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thanks, everybody, for putting such an amazing product. Mimo, Lily, I told myself I wasn't going to cry because honestly, these products are changing my life. For the past 5 months, I had severe pain from bone spurs. And I don't know if you guys ever had anything like that, but for me, it's like stepping on something really sharp every single step. And especially in the morning. And it's so hard for me because I'm very active. I'm an athlete. And every morning, I used to just get up, go for a run, come home, do my chores. I will be out there cleaning my yard, just doing everything that I would normally do, and not being able to do the things that I love doing. It's been really, really hard for me. So I honestly believe that stress has a lot to do with what my body's been going through. Um, Again, around that time, we had to downsize our home. We sold our house, and then my mom, I almost lost my mom. And my husband, you all know Dr. D, he's been also dealing with challenges, health issues. So I believe that all of that stress had something to do with what I'm going through. I'm not someone that craves sugar. I don't like sugar. I mean, we would buy sodas and have cookies and things like that around just for company. And I noticed that I was drinking soda like crazy, sugar cravings. I would buy a chocolate, put it in the refrigerator. Trust me when I tell you, that chocolate would last me a whole year. And lately, I was eating chocolate like crazy, eating cookies like you have no idea. I mean, the sugar cravings was just insane. Then I had a hard time going to sleep. I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't able to sleep or stay asleep. And every morning I would wake up in a really, really bad mood. Armando was calling me bitchy all the time because I was in such a bad mood. And again, because of the same, I was in pain. I wasn't sleeping well. And I started gaining weight. And that was insane for me because this is something that stress really can do for you when you're going through all those emotions. So 2 weeks ago, or a little bit over 2 weeks ago, I started. We got our product, and I was excited. Joe, I mentioned to you about Flex. You know what Flex did for me, and I mean, when you go out there and you ride your bike for 102 miles and you're sitting down on your bike for more than 6 hours, yes, your butt's going to be very sore. So the Flex, I was able to use it on one cheek. So I was excited. I was like, okay, I want that Flex to be here because I wanted to use it on my feet, on my foot, my heel. And then when I started taking Prima, that was the first thing that I noticed, that my pain was gone and I was sleeping better. And then I wasn't drinking sodas. I'm not eating sugar anymore. And I was like, is this for real? Is this really happening to me? The first time when I heard Donna sharing her personal experience, how she lost weight, and I was like, here I was, a little hater. I was like, yeah, right, in such a short time. I had an appointment the other day, and I grabbed some pants, and I didn't realize that they're 501 jeans. They were size 27. And I was able to put my pants back on, something that I haven't worn in years. It's emotional because these products are real. This is real. This is something that I'm experiencing. It's happening. It's amazing. So I wanted to share that from the bottom of my heart because I want everybody to start paying attention to your bodies and notice, share with everybody if this is happening to you, because I feel like the similar things are happening to all of us. We're not craving sugar anymore. We're sleeping better. We're losing inches, and we're getting our life back. And I want to thank everybody, everyone, Gordon, Joe, the entire staff, for putting something so incredible that if this is doing for me in such a short time, and for everybody that is experiencing the benefits, if this is doing for what it's doing for us, imagine what we're going to do to the world. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everybody and thank everyone for your incredible products. These supplements are really life-changing. So thank you guys, and thank you, Joe, for allowing me to share my story along with Mimo and Liddy, and if somebody else is going to share. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Patricia.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful story. So stories. Thank you very much. Let's give her lots of hearts. Let's show a lot of love. As many hearts as you can throw up for Patricia and for Mimo and Liddy. Wow, this is incredible. By the way, Patricia, and it's interesting, we're hearing that similar story from other people. Mimo shared it as well, but I told this message on a call the other night. I forgot my, because it's so new, I forgot it at home for a couple nights over the weekend. I thought, I'm good. I don't need it for the weekend. Let me tell you, not cool. I turned into freaking Cookie Monster. Every cookie that I could pot. My daughter just made cookies. I didn't eat one. I had to have like 5. It was just the craziest thing. It was like, must have cookies. And, but I start taking it again. and that those cravings kind of go away. I know Gordon, you had something similar going on.
Oh, yeah.
But these are beautiful stories. So thank you for sharing, everyone. I'll turn it back to you, Gordon.
Excellent. Ashley shot me, she's got, wait, I got a slide for you, Ashley. By the way, thank you, everybody. Yeah. I can share, hold on. No, I echo what Joe said and what Patricia said about cravings. This time of year, the little demons that call me to like eat the cookies, they're loud. They're loud and very active at about 11:30 at night. And so actually pretend that's the little packet of premium. I think it is. Oh, it is. Wait, it is. Okay. Anyway, it's not. Okay. By the way, that's Ben Pun there on the side for you. All of the other reindeer. And he made a reindeer. Ben. Oh. Yeah. Ben, I'm giving like, Ben can see it through he's gonna do a victory lap, I think. Yeah, so. Anyway, like Ben with the face when he says it, yeah, it's so cute. Yeah. Anyway, Ben. Don't talk. You're not talking. Okay. Go ahead, actually. Sorry.
I showed you guys these adorable little guys. These are the 7 sample, well, I guess trial packs is what we're calling them. Because you guys have heard kind of, oh, here we go. What 7 days can do for someone when they're taking pre-bot. So these are on their way to the warehouse right now. And what we're doing is we're selling them in packs of 5. So you're going to get 5 of these packs for $155. So these are available to order. Oh wait, we have to wait for the call on Thursday to tell you, because that is going to coincide with the orders of Flex as well. So if you come at 2 p.m. Thursday, we'll tell you everything, when you can order it, when it's available. But yes, these are coming finally. So sample packs ready to go.
Nice.
I mean, I could be wrong, but it might be available at 2 p.m. on Thursday. It might. I can't 100% guarantee that, but be there, be square.
You know, I love what you've done here, Ashley, by preparing this, because we already have people that are doing that. They're giving out samples, and people are then signing up from the samples, and it's working. So.
But look how adorable.
I know, super cute.
Adorable. Brent, get $20. Brent, yeah.
Super cute.
Okay. Thank you.
Totes adorable.
Totes adorable. Curtis, maybe you bring us on home. I'm not sure if Ray is available this week because Ray was traveling. We'll know if he is because he generally pops. I don't see his icon, but maybe you can do if you.
I mean, he might be here. Should I try it out?
He just texted me a minute ago. It might be on.
Yep, he's there.
You can see him.
He raised his hand.
Oh, okay. By the way, I learned how to do hearts tonight. So like for today, really validated. So I was sending hearts, and I think I went overkill. So.
Well, do we want to get before we have ready?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah. Go right ahead, Curtis. I'm taking this off share.
Okay. Ray, before we kick to you, I'm going to share something first.
All right, buddy.
So let me make sure that I've got the settings set to do it.
It has to be A and V. My cousin is, I think, on the line, but she was at a Christmas party. So, yeah, we featured her in a little bit of snippet video.
Gord, it's this one, right?
I have not seen this yet.
Looks like it is. Yes, I believe so. It's got venison in it.
I don't think any of us have seen this yet.
I haven't
seen it, but it's got a little wet paint. It's going to go on social, a little more refined version of it. But
Surprise for everyone.
yeah. So if this is the right one.
Okay, here we go.
Good.
Hi, I'm Katia, and I'm a marketing specialist in Oliabo. Tanti auguri di Buon Natale e Felice Anno Nuovo dal team Oliabo Italia.
In Italian, we say Buon Natale, and so happy holidays to everyone.
Hey everybody, Curtis Fulmer with Oliabo. Just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Hope you and yours are having an incredible December.
Grateful that you are part of the Oliabo family as we build this together.
So I think about this time of year, I think about love.
From all of us, I just wanted to send a warm, happy holidays to all of you. Happy Hanukkah.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I just want to say how grateful I am for all of you.
First and foremost, grateful for my family and our home and a warm place for us all to enjoy this holiday season. Secondly, I'm grateful for Oliabo, grateful for the experiences that we are already having, grateful for the experiences that we're going to have.
Hello everyone, my name is Emlyn, and I just wanted to wish you guys the very best of holidays.
Trello here, happy holidays everyone.
This is literally like a family, and I feel like we have that at-home space where we all come together just to share health and wellness throughout the world.
Viva Yolo, Feliz Navidad, Melikilikimaka. Happy holidays, everyone. So I hope you're feeling that beautiful holiday spirit that is very real. And I hope you feel love.
Buon Natale, buon anno. Un piacere lavorare per tutti voi. Thank you for everything you do. May you be happy, healthy, safe, and at peace.
Happy holidays from all of us at Oliabo.
Andiamo.
It was finished like a minute before we were.
Love it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Ray. We have Ray.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ray,
You're gonna
in-
make me follow all these testimonies. Thank you very much.
Good luck, Ray.
Yeah, thanks. No way to win. Here's my question to all of you on the call here today, and there's a lot of you I can see now. Do you think there's a business opportunity at Oliabo? I'll tell you what, I haven't heard testimonies like that. Honestly, I really haven't heard testimonies like that in maybe 40 years of being in this industry. Never seen anything quite like what we have our hands on. Now, I don't want to make anybody jealous, but because of my long friendship with these guys, you see my background? I'm actually talking to you from Italy. That's a picture taken in Italy. Outside in my home, there's 3 feet of snow here in northern Michigan. So welcome home, Ray. That's why I'm in Florida this time of year. Folks, because of my friendship with these folks, I got my very first chance today. It arrived today at my door here in northern Michigan, this little beautiful presentation tin. I tell you what, it was exhilarating just looking at it. I showed it to everybody in my home. I said, have you ever seen any packaging in this industry as beautiful as this? And everybody just marveled at it. I mean, all the camera shots that you've seen of this, if you haven't physically held it in your hand, you can't possibly know what I'm trying to share with you. But I got to tell you, I could see the future just holding that can in my hand. I sent Gordon a note. I said, you know, this industry, they actually have an award program for packaging. This one's got to be #1. Never seen anything like it in my life. It's just absolutely spectacular with the beautiful little Minerva seal on it. And then you hear what's happened to people taking what's inside this beautiful tin. We have the opportunity of a lifetime. There's a good friend of mine on this call. I won't call him out. Very famous man, by the way, in this industry. You know, he said Oliabo is going to be the home for a lot of leaders that have been abused, neglected, underappreciated in the last decade or so. He said it's going to be a home for them. I agree with you, my friend. Those words meant a lot to me. And I want you to know that. You know who you are. I know who you are, and I'm excited about who you are, but I'm not going to say your name. I appreciate you very much. Everybody, we do have an opportunity of a lifetime. I've always said it's company, it's products, and it's the compensation plan. In those 3 areas where we compete, I don't think we have any competition. I really don't. And you get a good glimpse of this company, which is the most important part of those 3. The company, who's running the show, who turns the lights on every morning. You get a good glimpse of them here today. It is a beautiful executive team, all of them, and it's growing almost by the day. We have the opportunity, you and I, to go ahead and, let's make things come true. Things we've always promised ourselves, promised the people that we love. We promised if we could ever get our hands on the right thing at the right time, we could make a difference in our lives. You know, you've heard my story many times. I always want to say it. 40 years ago, I was taught by Mr. Jim Rohn personally that Find the right company at the right time in this industry. Work like your life depended on it for 90 days. It could set you up financially for the rest of your life. I took that advice. Didn't have any other advice that I could take. I took that. I was desperate, broke, 3 kids, 1 on the way. My life was a wreck. And I took his advice, found a company, worked 90 days like my life depended on it. And after 90 days, earning more money than my friends that had high-paying jobs. Never, ever looked back. But I can tell you, 40 years of a perspective of this entire industry, I have never, ever, trust me, no matter what you and I do with this opportunity, trust me, you're going to hear about it and hear about it over and over again. If you want to know where the next giant in the multi-level marketing industry is coming from, it's coming from this little home office in Murray, Utah. We're getting ready to positively, and I do mean positively, affect people's lives in such a wonderful way in the years to come. So it's time. Let's all don't do less than we're capable of doing. Let's hit the ground running hard. I'd say, most of us, we're going to enjoy our family here. It's a great time to discuss what we have with them. But let's resolve ourselves to January 1 of just giving it 100%. Just take what I learned. The Secret to Success by Mr. Jim Rohn 40 years ago. 90 days like your life depended on it. Maybe your life don't depend on it, but maybe you're where I was 40 years ago. Promise you it made all the difference. It made all my dreams come true. If you still have some dreams and some whys, you hook them up to this company that you've witnessed here today. You'll never have any regrets. And I look forward to seeing all of you in that beautiful city over in Italy. Wasn't that gorgeous? We're going to probably see that in the fall of next year. And I want as many of you as possible to be wearing that little Premio pin. I love that. Great job, guys. Great, great little pin. Look forward to wearing it. Thanks, everybody. I love you. Merry Christmas to everyone. And the executive team, boy, you really are the dream team. That's a word or a phrase that gets overused a lot. But you're a dream team. I know all of your background, and I know what we're going to accomplish here at Oliabo. And everybody, let's give it all we got.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Happy holidays, everyone. Cheers.
Recording stop.
Wow.